Skateboarding, me personally, is a form of freedom. It's a chance to express yourself in a physical way that normal sports like football and basketball or whatever don't give you the opportunity to do because it's personalised. So for me, it's a freedom thing.
Makes you feel kind of free, you know, when you've been at work all day, whatever stresses you got going on, you can just go hit the park, whatever, jump on your board and just forget about everything. It's like a release anyway when I jump on my board.
It's my creative outlet when I'm all pissed off and like in a shitty mood. I can go skateboarding and actually be able to, like, you know, get it out of my system.
People see skateboarders in a variety of ways. Some people, you know, admire it, some people don't admire it. I've been attacked before for skating, like past people or going round someone. People have, you know, tried to start on me, or I've had punches thrown at me. Major part of the population sees skateboarders and thinks thugs do.
Government ain't got a clue. What they can't control, they're scared of it at the end of the day. It's like graffiti, it's like music, it's like what the kids are doing for that street, isn't it? It's what we do. So the government can keep saying, you know, skateboarders are, you know, vandals, whatever. It's like with the graffiti artists, they ain't all, you know, is it art? In Mars it is. So now the government they're chatting rubbish as usual.
So what does skateboarding actually mean to you?
I don't know. It means like you're part of something. It feels like I'm like carrying on from what the guys started in the early 90s, you know.
People are starting to see skateboarding for what it is. It used to get looked down a lot. When I'm 20, a lot of people just think I'm wasting my time still skateboarding. You know, I've gained so much through skateboarding. I've travelled, like skateboarding and snowboarding, I've travelled like to so many different locations, different countries, and just seen so many places just because of skateboarding, you know? Let alone all the different skate parks and street spots that I've seen all over the place. Yeah, like that's it. You just make so many friends. Like everywhere. Everywhere you skate, you meet new people. can be accepted as an art. Like, you know, you look at these skateboarders of these days, it's so like, if you actually watch the tricks they do, they've progressed so much in like, you know, the past 2 to 4 years, like ridiculous. The lifestyle of, you know, just hanging out at a skate park with all your buddies. It's a cool scene, man. You know, like skateboarding merges with, you know, other cultures like the music and the art community.
Why would you say that? Why do you think art and music play such a big deal in the world of skateboarding?
Because it's creative. Skateboarding is creative, much like any art or music or, you know, any art form.
Two skateboarders do the same trick or the same style the same way. It goes back to that self-expression, and anything where you're allowed to self-express, whether it be drawing, painting or whatever, or skateboarding, yeah, it is an art form for me.
See the world as, I don't know, a place for everyone, you know, we're all different. We're all trying to do something for ourselves. I'm not going to be a robot, work my 9 to 5 and, you know, sit behind my TV at night. You know what I mean? I'm out there to do what I want to do, and skateboarding for me is fun. It's art at the end of the day.
So you actually think that skateboarding is art?
Of course it is, without a doubt it's art. You know, the boards, the way the clothes wear. Every deck has its own, you know, individual style on the bottom. So yeah, it's like a canvas.
Way of doing, you know, it's an expression. It's a chance just to get out there and be yourself. Not a lot of things that you can actually do allow you to do that, you know. It's so to get out there and skateboard, it's just you being you, whether you're on your own or with a group of people. So yeah, it's just a self-expression.
Tend to find that a lot of graffiti artists or artists tend to respect skateboarders a lot more. We all do make art, like either, you know, drawing on the grit tape or, you know, sketching things, or, you know, actually drawing pieces. Kind of tend to be a tightly knit community.
Skateboarding is an art form of its own. Same as anything is, you know, that people spend you know, it's something that people spend their whole lives practicing. And I think anything that people have a lot of passion for and, you know, do their whole lives out of pure passion and how much they love doing the sport or the dance or making that song or that video, you know? Like that's what makes an art form. That is art. You can appreciate it in anything, you know? Watching someone who's good at what they do is amazing to watch.
Well, like I said, I've been into art since I was a little kid, you know, always painting, always drawing, always doing this, and like I used to skate myself, and I always listen to the music that's been associated with it, and I think like being in that scene is just like, and having other mates who do it as well, like it's just what it's progressed into, and I think I found like graffiti is like the form of art that I will be expressing like for a long time now, and I haven't really got reasons for it. It's just what's coming, what feels natural to me. I think they both rebound off each other at certain points, because you've always got, like, you know, at the bottom of the decks and that, you've got art there, and you've got like the music's very closely linked, and you've always got skate parks have got graffiti all over them. You've got like I said, again going back to the subculture thing, they're very closely linked. They've always been linked back from, you know, all that BMXing, you know, DJing, MCing, you know, beatboxing, all that. They all come together at the end of the day, and they've all got to bounce off each other at some point. I think it's the people who don't think about what they're painting, people who don't think about the work that they're actually producing, that's what has given back graffiti its bad name. And I suppose, you got there, you wreck someone's wall, you wreck someone's train, you wreck someone's car and that, but at the end of the day, this is the government. It's the government who we're actually targeting, not the general people out there. It's the general people that we want to show and let them appreciate it all. But it's this, you know what I mean? It's it's the government that we're getting at. You can sit at home and you can produce a canvas, and that's cool. But there's no rush there. There's no adrenaline going through you. There's no. Fair enough. You're still putting that piece onto something, and you're creating a piece of art which you're proud of. But it's not massive, and it's not the feeling that you get.
Skating is realistically, if you're good at it, I mean, once you start getting past that first stage and go to ollie and make it go somewhere, opens a whole world of opportunities to you. You can pretty much skate on anything. It's all about using the environment for what it's not to be intended for. Like graffiti, I mean, a wall was meant to be there just for a wall, but you could use that wall in so many different ways. Same as if you saw a pole for a skateboard, you could just use that to grind on. You could do anything with it. A lot of things that are built out there and stuff in the cities and stuff wasn't meant to be used how it is used, but people like skaters and graffiti artists and all that sort of thing, they've decided, especially free runners and that's coming up now in the last couple of years, they're all starting to use these things that have all been made for things they're not meant to be used for. And I think that's brilliant, just the way it's just taking the next step further in architecture in general. I reckon it's quite elegant. I mean, you've got to be able to manipulate that bit of board in a certain way, and every person has their own styles. Artists have their own styles and stuff, and there's no set rules. There's no there's no contact or a certain amount of time. You can do whatever you want. You could use whatever part of your body you want. You could go anywhere with it, basically. It's all free flow. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You could do it wherever you want. It's all about using the environment and stuff in different ways. Music is one of the main connections between all of it. It's the music which most of it shares between, and through that it's it links between people and stuff, and then that's when people get into different things and go into multiple things. It's all part of the scene. Music generally is what drives it, to be honest, I reckon. I mean, it's all about expressing yourself and visually communicating yourself to the world, which is what graffiti and skateboarding is mostly about. I mean, if you do a trick by yourself on a skateboard and it's really good, generally you want someone to see it, someone to witness it. Same with graffiti. It's all about, the only free advertising that's left, pretty much, is to go up on a wall and put something up. Same with skateboarding. It's communicating yourself with your own flow and your own style. The journey of graffiti, it's not to actually get anywhere. It's more just to, like I said, express yourself, to advertise what you can do and stuff. I mean, no matter where you do some graffiti, someone's going to see it, and when they see it, every single person's going to take it in or perceive it in a different way. And even if they don't notice it subconsciously, they're going to take it in. I reckon graffiti's got more of a negative view than public than skateboarding has, but yeah, both are closely linked. I mean, again, it's all about stereotypes. Generally, people would just see it. If they see you on a skateboard bombing down the streets, razzing past everyone, doing what you want, waxing up curbs and stuff, they all count as vandalism and stuff and things you shouldn't be doing. But it's now people mind that just that takes the point out of it, really.
No, it's skateboarding's. It's just a hobby for them, isn't it? It's a thing to do. It's fair play, Shouldn't be a problem with skateboarding anyway.
It does bother me in town. Yeah, there's a place for them and keep them in their place. Not through public.
Myself, but tricks are pretty groovy, aren't they?
Well,
do some mad things with a skateboard, can't they?
Irritating noise going up and down the curbs. But apart from that, don't cause any damage to anyone, no harm to anyone.
I'm not really
bothered by
it at all. I mean, it's a bit annoying when people cut you off and you just walking through. You just get somebody skating right in front of you. Apart from
I think it's a good thing. Skateboarding for the children, for the young lads, yes, or girls. It's all right. It's exercising. I think it's good for them, so they're not causing anybody
I used to do a bit
trouble. As long as they're out in the field or up a park,
like
that, and to be all right.
As long as you're not skating into people.
I'm quite happy with that. With them. Yeah.
No, I've got no problems with skateboarding. I'm a sports person myself, so any sport is fine. It's activities and healthy, as long as it's done properly. Simple, to be honest with you. That's all there is to it, really.
When it's the right place,
everyone's got to enjoy sports at the end of the day.
In places like city centres, it's just in the way of people.
Right around the skateboards and just riding into people.
I don't know, it just gets in the way when
really
you're trying to do
care
something. You don't want to put them off.
I don't really mind it. I don't think people like it. They don't do it in groups. Generally,
town kind of places.
That's what they think we are, man. They think
really
we're like
see
going
that
out
many
breaking
people on
windows and
skateboards
stuff, and then giving
Well,
tickets
really
to the
get
law and all
involved.
this.
I
But
mean,
not
I work
really,
in
mate.
towns, don't really
We're just
see
trying to
that
be nice
many.
and skate, to be honest.
No, we don't
Leave it
skate,
alone. It's all the
but,
chavs you want to be watching.
As a sport,
them
skating
going around
is
breaking
quite
windows.
fun, yeah. I don't know. I don't know really any skaters.
Outside of
The hoods are not, again, not social. I am of the age group where I like to see a face. I like to look into somebody's eyes. I can see what, I can assess people, with their face. But when it's all shrouded up, I have my suspicions.
They were
And
skating
people who
down
walk around with
to
hoods
that in a row of
haven't got
three.
any
And they're
gripe
coming
as far as
down
I'm
hills, they're going
concerned
quite fast.
with people saying they look
I don't actually think it's a problem at all. I do think perhaps that there needs to be more places for people to go and skateboard.
If they want to skate, they
and
can
that way
skate,
they
but
may
at the
not
same
annoy
time, they
people
should do it around the general public because they're trying to go about their daily business. They've got enough skate parks to go to, but in the end, it's their choice. The warnings are all around about not skateboarding, so if they get fines, that's their own fault.
Seats and things
in the right places, I think what I mean, you should really spray in certain places because it does look a bit mad. You get people doing it on kids' schools and that, man. That's wrong.
It's an expression of freedom, being able to skate and express themselves.
Maybe people should just appreciate, like, I don't know, a lot of people don't seem to be able to appreciate skateboarding for what it is. Like, it's the same thing. If you watch a really good skateboarder, I don't know how you can see it and not be intrigued by it, because the amount of skill that these guys have is ridiculous. The pros and amateurs we have these days.
If I saw skateboarding the same way you did, do you think they'd be appreciated more?
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, to get kids off the street corners, the government's talking about all this BS about after school clubs and whatever, chess clubs, whatever. Build them more parks at the end of the day. Put a free indoor skate park in every city, then you'll see people getting involved and keep them off the streets.
If this is what kids want to do, and they're not causing too much damage, there are unruly kids out there just with everything. But at the end of the day, if they're putting their heart and soul into skateboarding and that's what they want to do and they want to take it to the next level, then yeah, it should be applauded. Why should football and rugby be so much more of an outlet to kids? Because there's this end goal of being professional, when there's the same goal in skateboarding, but it just doesn't seem to be recognised. It's wrong.
Go down the park one day, buy a board, do whatever, borrow a board, go down the park, just chill with the guys for a day, see what they talk about, see how it feels, be part of something, and then come back and say it's just for vandals and kids and whatever.
I don't think it's about what I would say, it's about what I would do. It would be taking that person on a piggyback ride to some of the best and the worst spots to give them a good generalisation of how it works. This is the bad scenario, this is the kids that haven't got anything, this is what they do, this is what it looks bad, and then taking them to somewhere like Woodward, seeing the better side of things where the facilities are provided and kids can do it at their leisure, and make something of themselves. So it wouldn't be a way of explaining it, it would have to be a visual thing. And these things that you're doing like DVDs are all hand in glove to help that happen.
Thank you.